As expected, Attorney General Kamala Harris will face Congresswoman Loretta Sanchez in the November general election for the U.S. Senate race. Harris hasn't exactly been forthcoming on where she stands on some of the bigger issues, but today she answered KPIX 5 reporter Phil Mateer's questions. Phil?
You know, Ken, I'm not sure that Kamala Harris would agree with that assessment, but the fact is that she hasn't been exactly, speaking heavily on the issues up till now, but maybe it was her first place showing, or maybe it's the fact that she really has a good morning today, but she did get quite frank with us, including opening her concerns about the Stanford sex case that's getting such attention. Let's take a listen.
The concern I have in that case is that that victim's voice was not heard, it was not respected, and she was not given dignity in the process.
And with that, the usually reserved Attorney General waded into the controversy surrounding the 6-month jail sentence given to ex-Stanford student Brock Turner for sexually assaulting an unconscious woman at a frat party last year, which has become the subject of national outrage.
I have not had the time yet to read the transcript, but I'm very concerned about that. And as you know, I've personally prosecuted sexual assault cases, rape cases, child molestation cases. And when someone is facing a 14-year exposure, which is what I believe was the exposure in this case, there's got to be extraordinarily mitigating facts to reduce it down to what I think ended up being 6 months. And I don't know if the facts actually merit that kind of mitigation.
Harris made her comments during her first post-primary stop in Oakland this morning. In the primary, Harris was far and away the front-runner, gaining 40% of the statewide vote, followed by fellow Democrat Loretta Sanchez at only 18%, and with 3 Republicans, none of whom broke double digits. Sanchez could win come November, but she would need Republicans to do it.
It's a choice between left and far left.
So what are the Republicans going to do?
Probably a lot of Republicans are going to leave that blank and not vote.
Hi, Narad. Great to meet you.
So far, Harris has managed to be all things to all people. So today, we put her to the test. Let's take a couple of issues right here in the Bay Area. How do you feel about high-speed rail?
I am in support of high-speed rail. However, I would say that we need to monitor the progress in terms of how it's coming along and make sure that they're not cost overruns.
How about a second barred tunnel or bridge across the bay?
That's an interesting idea. I'll take a look at that.
What about legalized marijuana? That's on the November ballot.
Listen, I'm not opposed to legalizing marijuana, but there are some details that we've got to work out, including figuring out how we are going to test impairment for the purposes of driving.
And the governor's plan to build tunnels and ship Delta water south?
I'm supporting them.
Well, there you have it, pretty clear on that one, huh?
Say no to nothing.
And you wonder why she came in first?
Yeah.
No, she didn't say no to nothing. She said yes to some key ones, though. That Delta water plant is controversial, so that shows that she's looking to the south as well as to the Bay Area for her votes. The marijuana one, hey, kind of iffy there. I'm not opposed to it, but I've got my concerns. We've heard that before. But the Stanford case, that has definitely picked up national news, and for an Attorney General to weigh in on that, that was pretty significant.
Yeah, okay. We'll see how she does in November.
All right. Or between.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
Phil.
you.